Whether it's your baseball picks or your way too early football picks or your tennis picks, you got to pick them at Sports Interaction. Oh. That's right. It's Canada's sportsbook. Listen, before the game starts, live and play or how your favorite player will perform, doing it right since 1997, Sports Interaction is Canada's sportsbook with the most competitive odds. Sports Interaction makes it easy to deposit, play, and cash out. Join now and see all that sports betting has to offer. You head to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. One more time, that's sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. 19 plus, please play responsibly.
This comes from Thomas Pie. On Game Over Cup File, Allison made an incredible point about Cale Makar. At worst, he's perfecting the style of player we refer to as offensive defenseman. At best, he's becoming a whole new type of player, the Rover. Can you think of other examples of NHL players who have or currently are revolutionizing their position so much that we need a whole new name for how they play?
Cale Makar is doing what Tyson Barrie used to do, except Cale Makar is way better.
Yeah, let's distinguish.
Well, I did. Give me a second to finish the sentence. But Tyson Barrie did that in Colorado, and there were many people when he was traded to the Leafs who were like, he plays like a Rover, right? Plays a little of both. I think when you historically Bobby Orr, like they said defenseman, but I mean,
he was a Rover, whereas Nicholas Lidstrom was a defenseman.
Yes.
So, like, comparing Makar to Lidstrom, I don't think makes sense. Go back and watch Bobby Orr. That guy did whatever the fuck he wanted. And he played wherever he wanted. Lidstrom was efficient at moving the puck from the back end. Bobby Orr went wherever he wanted. Cale Makar sort of does that too, but responsibly. Which, I mean, geez, he showed defensive chops I didn't know he had in the playoffs. Like that one play where he just toys with Kucherov. I'm just like, holy shit, that's Kucherov, man. Oh, man. Yeah, who between Orr and Makar was there?
For that particular Rover thing? Well,
Nikita Zaitsev.
Nikita Zaitsev.
Okay, so he is the most of his best hockey was before my time, but maybe Paul Coffey?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a really good answer.
My answer is maybe Paul Coffey.
Yeah. And if the question is who's revolutionized their position where they're almost like renaming another after it, they really haven't done that. Like obviously they had positions on the ice where like when Gretzky was behind the net, they'd have, you know, the great one's office.
How about whatever coach was the first to decide, screw it, 4 forwards on the power play? That used to not be a thing.
Yeah, or whoever created the trap. And
who was doing
the Devils?
5?
Robbie Fatorik?
Who's doing 5 forwards this year?
It's happened a handful of times.
Yeah, no, but one team was doing consistent. I forget who it was. One team was doing consistent.
The Leafs did 4 forwards in overtime for an overtime power play.
Oh, that's cool.
They've won several times with 4 forwards on the ice in overtime.
Which they, you know, honestly,
Panthers.
If Morgan Riley's tired, then put out your forwards.
No, it was Nylander, Marner, Matthews, Tavares.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, like 100% correct.
That's an easy one.
Who's arguing against that? Nobody. It's perfectly fine. Marner's your quarterback. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he can do that. He doesn't. He's not a Rover, but he can play a point on a defense. He can run a defense. Yeah. It happens a little bit more in the NBA too, because you see positions blurred a little bit more. At least my understanding of it. So I don't think hockey's still so like rigid. No, he is a right winger and he stays on the right and he shoots right.
Yeah, the way the Raptors are trying to build their lineup is just long wings that can play any position. You know, they're trying to play positionless basketball.
You know who in our lifetime had a whole rule changed because of them? Martin Brodeur. Sean Avery. Well, Sean Avery for being a dick. I don't know if that was revolutionary. He was just an asshole.
But if you're ranking like top dicks in the NHL history, he's on the Mount Rushmore. Him and Marchand's a dick, and he's super talented.
Yeah,
but like
no, he specialized in dicketry.
Yeah, but there's an attitude, right? That those guys have that other people don't.
What was the point you're making about?
Anyway, Martin Brodeur. We have the trapezoid because of him.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant Martin Brodeur because Sean Avery was waving a stick in his face.
No. That was cool too. As I was saying it, but like, isn't it funny though that Avery, like that rule was created because he was trying to rattle Brodeur's cage. So
Also, that rule is so stupid. You should be able to do that.
I don't understand why.
That's so stupid. Get out of here.
I'm not making contact with the player. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
So he had his stick in the air, which is stupid. You shouldn't be able to do that. But what's wrong with just like covering your face? What's wrong with that? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. It's childish.
It goes
but why-
against the spirit of the game.
What is the spirit of the game?
Don't be annoying.
2 hand slashes to the ankles or
Yeah,
within the
that's
spirit of the game?
that's not even a penalty. Yeah, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to slash people in the back of the leg. Waving your hand in my face, that's against the spirit.
The Lightning should have had 5-10 in a game twice after the Avalanche's Stanley Cup winning goal. And neither player got it. Yeah, I'll say Brodeur in terms of revolutionary players and in terms of
Trapezoid.
We're underrating Connor
Paul Coffey.
McDavid as well. His speed is something
But he
never been
is a
matched.
center. Like, they're not renaming the position after him. That was the question, right?
Yeah, I just think in terms of revolutionizing the game.
Well, he's a player where you look at what he can do and you realize no one else can do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now all the kids who we don't know about, like we're talking about like preteens and stuff, it's going to be their mission in their hockey development to figure out how to do what he does
And do it better.
and do it better.
Yeah, it's got to
Don't tell me that guy wasn't influenced a little bit by Sidney Crosby,
100%.
right?
Oh yeah.
You know, like and not just Crosby, but that's an example of the best player in the NHL previous to Connor McDavid.
Isn't it weird that like the most skilled era ever is coming after Crosby did a whole bunch of crazy shit for 2 decades? Yeah.